So, since you said you were in rock and punk bands, and you said because that's what you wanted, you only could play, and then you slowly switched over to blues. Now, what were your inspirations? Because I know you have a lot of musicians that you.
Yeah. Well, what got me into slide guitar first was a guy named David Lindley, who is a session player mostly. He played for Jackson Browne, he played for the Bangles and Lonnie Mack, and yeah, he's a great slide guitar player. And one of the first records I remember hearing was his version of Mercury Blues, and he's got a great solo in that. So I went from that, and then, and like a lot of people, I did my homework back through history and found like Robert Johnson and Son House and Blind Willie McTell, and learned all their songs, and once you kind of do all that, lay that groundwork, everything kind of makes sense. I don't strictly do blues, I just have a lot of blues aspects to all my songs and structures. Yeah.
And I know you're working on your eighth. Is it your eighth?
This was the 8th album, so the next one we do will be the 9th album.
Okay, and this was it. Take Your Pants Off and Dance.
It was Take Your Pants Off and Dance, and then it was My Black Gunner. And this next one is yet to be titled. And I don't really know what it's going to sound like.
Okay, I was going to ask you that.
I've been writing a little bit. I've been writing with other people, which I don't usually do. So I don't really know what it's going to sound like. I'm messing around with a couple different things, and the last record was really loud and abrasive and kind of all over the place, and so I don't know what to do with this one. Maybe it'll be quiet.
Just taking it step by step.
Step by step, day by day.
Now, I know there was you have a few videos, music videos,
yeah.
And I actually watched a couple of them yesterday.
Yeah.
And
I always get naked in my music videos.
What music videos do you have out that, and what?
Well, let's see. I've been the last couple I did with David Urbanik, who also directed and edited my documentary that we did last year. We did 2 videos for the Take Your Pants Off and Dance album, for Buy You a House and My Caddy Won't Let Me, and those were directed by David. I also have some really older ones that I'm really fond of, for some really old recordings that my friend Jared Robbins did, who lives in Ohio and here sometimes. But there's a bunch of them. I think there's probably 5 or 6 official videos, and then there's tons of live footage all over the internet. I love making music videos. We're actually doing one in November, a new one. So I'm looking forward to that. Keeping it a secret, though. It's pretty weird.
Don't tell anyone.
But I will tell you, it's for 2 songs. I'm doing the music video for 2 songs.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
So now your songs, do they, when you write them, are they coming from like specifically experiences that you deal with, like negative or positive, or just all around experiences?
Yeah, I mean, that pretty much sums it up. A lot of it's about traveling. A lot of it's about relationships. None of it's too... I don't get too deep. I don't need everyone to know all what I'm thinking all the time. But a lot of it's about either drinking or traveling or women or having a good time. Or cities, specific places, highways. I use highways a lot, numbered highways in songs for the last while.
That's really cool. And when you decided to go back on tour, you said you're going to do more domestic. Are there certain places around the world that you would really like to go and play?
I've always wanted to do Japan, and I've always wanted to do Europe. And it's just kind of all about how you get out there. 'Cause I'm sure I could deal with it once I got out there, but getting to those places is a big deal in itself. So, yeah, I'd love to do Japan, and I'd love to do Europe. Those are the 2 on my list for the next couple of years.
Japan and Europe. Hear that? Hear that, guys?
Coming to Osaka.
He's coming. He's coming. Now, with everything that's going on with Occupy Wall Street, what? Occupy Wall Street. Have you been following up on that, or just right now, does that pretty much is in your, bothering you what's going on? Is it pretty much you're like, you know what, it's happening and it affects us, but
yeah.
what do you think?
I mean, I'm kind of take the George Carlin approach. If anyone's familiar with his bit on recycling or the world in general, I don't want to get too political about it, but we as humans will destroy the planet. It will happen. We're kind of just a bunch of greedy people, no matter who you are. And but I don't really follow politics that much or major issues or anything. Until California splits off from an earthquake into the sea and we become our own republic, I don't know what's going to happen.
Hey, no worries about that. Just play your music and
I know,
right?
it's kind of selfish, but I just like to play.
Hey, and I'm pretty sure everyone can relate to you when you say that.
Oh, well.
Now, Noah, what can you tell your listeners and your viewers and your fans, something about you that you want them to know?
Oh, I love to sit down and just watch a movie and do nothing. A lot of the time. I've had the last 6 months I've had a lot of time to relax. And I love relaxing. I didn't get a lot of time to relax on the road, so I think that's what I want people to know. I like sitting down. I'm sitting down right now and I'm happy. Like sitting down.
That's awesome. Now, where can people, check out your music videos, your music?
Well, you can go to YouTube and search Noah Engh or Noah Engh the Kid Fantastic. I have 2 albums currently on iTunes that you can go and download. I'm working on a new website, which is thekidfantastic.com, and that'll have my entire back catalog for sale, all my records. So I'm in the works of doing that. That's going to be the best place to find stuff once that's up.
And you hear that, guys? Make sure you check out Noah Engh because he's not stopping anytime soon. And honestly, it's an honor to be able to know him for so long as we have been knowing each other.
Wow.
Seeing him grow up, and he's a cool person. One of the coolest people you'll ever meet because, first of all, he keeps it real.
Keep it real.
He keeps it real.
Almost as real as Ricardo.
Almost. And, come here on Saturday, come here on Thursdays.
Yeah, playing Thursdays a lot these days at the piano bar. So.
And it's always fun. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in to Rikaira and Noah by Crown Rebellion, and you guys have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.